a skull tower. I'm not sure what that is, but it's right here at the James River Runners. You see that big old paddle there? I think that was probably what they used on those battues. Please don't feed the crocodiles. James A. Brown. That's not the James Brown, but it's a similar name. Operating a store in Ferry, this site on rented property, late 1870s. 1881, he bought the land grant from S.P. Gant, at which time the store became a stop on the Richmond and Allegheny Railroad. 2 years later, Brown was authorized to open a post office in his store and was named Hatton for the young federal postal officer who signed the authorizing documents. The ferry is one of only 2 pole ferries still functioning in the continental United States. Wow, that's beautiful. And what's going on here? Now this is still an active ferry. Well, sort of. It's closed now. But look, they have a restroom here. And you can drive right down to the water. There it is. Operating season mid-April, beginning of October. 9 to 5. Now this ferry was named after Frank Hatton, editor-in-chief of the Washington Post. Now, how did he do that? How did he get a ferry named after him? Oh, he became the Postmaster General. That's why. Ha! Yeah. Okay, this Hatton's Ferry is named after Frank Hatton. And he became the owner of the Washington Post in 1894.
Oh, it's great.
Really?
After being the Postmaster General. Hatton Ferry was the postal guy.
Yeah.
Named after the history of the ferry. All right. From 1940 to 2009, it was operated by the Virginia Department of Transportation. And that's the store, which is now the River Runners. And
That
there
River
it is,
Runners
right there.
Closed.
Oh, look at that. This is actually a cable ferry now. Company and the Potomac River Company opened the first commercial canal in the United States. There's a historical battue, freight and passenger boat. This is a pole ferry, but it's a cable. It's a cable ferry. Look at this. Wow. This is the water level. Look, at 1972, it was way up there. 1969 was Camille. Here it is. Looks like a raccoon has been down here. There it is. Oops, kind of slippery there. The pole ferry on the James River. It's not a pole ferry, it's actually a cable ferry. You see the cable right there? This is looking upstream. Now this is 5 miles west of Scottsville, Virginia. picture of the flooding from one of the years. 72 is June the 22nd, 1972. Torrential rains from Hurricane Agnes brought unparalleled flooding along the James River. In Richmond, the James crested at 36 feet.
Park.
I like these trees alongside the road like
This reminds me of riding along on that loop road.
The cedar trees were probably a fence at one time. Wintertime scene in Albemarle County,
Virginia.
Alright, this is Glendower Road, St. Anne's Parish. Woodhouse. Okay. And Mount Gallant.
Or Gallant.
Gallant.
I don't know.
Christ Church at Glendower, St. Anne's Episcopal Parish, 1745. What a pretty little church. Look at the fan there at the top of the arch. (1832) is when the church was built, I guess. This must be the fellowship hall. Now, what is this all about? It's two fences paralleling each other, and the road parallels that.
Well, maybe that's a jump down there.
It's an old house
Oh, you can't get
for
the windows
sale.
there.
Nobody lives there.
Yeah. Wash, add, Jeff, Mad, Mon. Yep, fifth. This is the President of the United States. James and Elizabeth Courtwright Monroe purchased 1,000 acres adjoining Jefferson's Monticello, called Highland Plantation.
The plantation, eventually totaling 3,500 acres, was their principal residence from 1799 to 1823. Known in foreign affairs as the Monroe Doctrine, James Monroe served as governor of Virginia for four one-year terms, U.S. Minister to England, France, and Spain, U.S. Senator, Secretary of War, and State, enlarged and renamed by subsequent owners. Ashlawn Highland is now owned by Monroe's alma mater, the College of William and Mary.
How about that?
All right, this is a Highland. This is on Thomas Jefferson Parkway, near Monticello. This is owned by William and Mary College. The tree is a white ash, pretty old one. So I guess all of these are ash trees, thus the name Ashlawn. This ash tree, they cut off one of the leaders. There's a cedar tree growing in it. This is a winding driveway that goes up to the house. This is procuring water. This is the kitchen area underneath the house we just took a tour of. it's not the original Monroe house. This part was built by the Monroes. The front part is different. Look at the floors. Spinning wheels. And this is a wine cellar. Huh. This is a nice porch here. The sunlight is shining on it in the wintertime, so you can sit out here in the wintertime, which is right now. Look at this stone right here. And that's a well house there, a well cover, the tall steeple. And look at the herringbone pattern. And here's the kitchen. Wow, it's not very big. And that's where all the cooking took place at, right there. This would be the best place to hang out in the wintertime. Always have a fire going. Always would be smelling very good with food cooking. The ceiling is very low. Such as grinder.
Probably I'll have to start supper to be finished and digest.
Spinning room. Guest bedroom. Pretty nice. This is the house that we toured in. And the back part was built by the Monroes, but the front part was built by another family. And the middle part there was also built by the second owners of this property. They sold it in 1824, somewhere along in there.